Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope all is well. Thanks for joining me today in this video. I hope you will like, subscribe, and take a peek at some of the content on my channel. Much appreciated. Please be advised, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please do your own research to make and come to your own conclusions. If you'd be so kind, please feel free to donate $1 or more to my Cash App. Yes, Your Honor. YASyourhonor. So I can continue to bring you the latest and the absolute cutest content. Thanks. Now let's get into the zone. Hey guys. I don't know if you're aware of this new exclusive that Daily Mail had just dropped, I believe yesterday, about our Britney Spears. It says exclusive Britney Spears family say they fear she is on METH and will, like Amy Winehouse. Father of her boys, Kevin Federline, says loved ones are terrified. She is on the Breaking Bad. Son Preston says, I hope she'll listen to us before it's too late. And if you look right here, you could see who had published and wrote this article. If you Google that name, you will see she has a lot of ties with Kevin Federline and has been seen with him pretty often in the past year. And we assumed it was for a project of some sort. But here's what's disturbing is she not only wrote for Daily Mail, it's also an article she wrote obviously about the same situation with the Irish Sun. Now, you see Saving Amy comes up under books with her. This is another link that has me worried. But the article goes into saying, for those hoping the end of Britney Spears' conservatorship would mark the beginning of a new chapter of happiness and stability for the singer, the past 18 months have proved challenging. So we're already on a start of negative. Since November 2021, when the 13-year arraignment to control her financial and personal affairs was lifted, she has documented her freedom in a torrent of highly emotional social media messages, many of them semi-nude. Of course, she had to write that in there. Again, it's painting a picture, painting a narrative. The often bizarre, here we go again, posts led to fears the 41-year-old is fragile, damaged by the years in which others controlled in her life, and perhaps still plagued by the mental health issues which first led to the conservatorship. Now, she, of course, has some issues. Everyone takes different time and different ways to heal from trauma. And in this scenario, do you blame her that she still has trust issues? Come on. Today, Britney is an extremely dangerous place. Wow. Okay. They're really, really pushing it with this article. They tell me her taking has resumed, with some in her family claiming she is now hooked on made notorious in the hit series Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they published this. So here she goes on to talking about how she's been working closely with Britney's family. So Britney's parents, her brother, her former husband, and her children for ding, 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 a new documentary. Something to make money off of. I'm sorry to say the situation is more deeply troubling than even we had guessed. I fear she's on. I've been praying someone would make it public and that she wakes up. Kevin Federline, her ex-husband and father of their 2 sons, told me. It's terrifying. She is the mother of my boys. Her sons, Preston 17 and Jaden 16, are refusing to meet with their mother, claiming they have seen this type of paraphernalia and items being delivered to her house. I'm sure if that was the case, there would be plenty of paparazzo catching constant fleet of certain vehicles delivering. Her family is scared, with Britney's father, Jamie, telling me he worries she will meet the same fate as English singer Amy Winehouse, who died at the tragic young age of 27. I don't like this. I don't like why they're putting this out there. Not just publishing it, you're putting that in the atmosphere. I don't like that. Having spent time with both families, Amy's in 3 years before her passing and Britney's over the past year, I can see disturbing parallels. Why are they putting this out there? And as her ex-husband put in several times, every time the phone rings, I fear that there will be devastating news. I don't want the boys to wake up one morning and find their mother has taken in. Now I'm going to jump around a little bit because some of the article just puts in, the negative energy and negative news, piece it all together. And then they also add in some things we already know about. I first encountered the Spears family in July of last year when, with my producer, I'm not going to mess up that name, I started filming a TV news special with Britney's family members. Oh, great. The idea had been to look at both points of view, from that of the singer recently released from the shackles of the conservatorship, but also from her two boys and those who left to bring them up. Bit by bit, we were able to piece together how Britney and her family reached this catastrophic point. Various family members say they would like to reach out to her, but they claim she no longer depends on their care and they insist that she's now with an entourage of powerful advisors, with those once closest to her unable to get through. Last month, Britney revealed there had been a step towards reconciliation with her mother, Lynn, whom she said had showed up at my doorstep after 3 years, adding on Instagram, "I love you so much." For the rest of her family, there has been no reapproachment. None were present at her wedding last year to the 26-year-old American Iranian model Sam Azari. I thought he was an actor or originally a chef. I'm being sarcastic. Britney's sister, Jamie Lynn, is also estranged following her memoir, Things I Should Have Said, in which she describes struggling with a lack of self-esteem due to Britney's fame. Girl, that's your problem. Britney didn't put that on you. You took it that way. She included you in like everything. The book also detailed an occasion in which she claims Britney locked the pair in a bathroom while holding a knife, allegations described by the singer as crazy lies. There was also a side story saying that I believe it was like a news paparazzo or something that like just went in her house. And that's why she took her sister in the bathroom and had that with her. But I don't know if that's true. Now let's see. I'm trying to see some stuff they just threw in here we already know. Yeah, they tried to add this, and things did not improve as they grew older. Speaking about Britney and the boys, they claim, for example, that she attempted to continue bathing them when they were age 11 and 12. Then they said there was a situation one night where Jaden was in the room in the middle of the night and that he woke up and he saw his mom with a kitchen blade in her hand, just standing there. Look how she wrote this in. Bright, attractive, and well-mannered, Jaden and Preston have told me they are not angry, just concerned for her well-being and desperate for her to get help they believe she needs. Let's see. They did go into about the move, going to Hawaii. And funny enough, she brings up what people were finding out about in Hawaii, that the monthly child support would continue until their early 20s, until they're 23 right here. So this whole article is so negative. Then they were trying to say, when I suggested that Jaden's talent on the piano might be a legacy from his superstar mom, Victoria, Kevin's wife, begged to differ. No, she said. Britney used to yell at Jaden for practicing the piano at home. He was making too much noise. It was us, me, who encouraged Jaden to practice. Britney actually just posted on Instagram and kind of reflected on this comment. She was talking about how the whole thing is not true and how hurtful it is. But she said she and Jaden used to write music together on the piano. So, Victoria, I don't know. I don't know much about Victoria. If you do, write it in the comments down below. It's close to Britney. Those close to Britney were pinning their hopes on staging an intervention to effectively kidnap her with medical supervision and take her to a place of safety on Tuesday, February 7th. There were reports that Britney had stopped taking her mood stabilizing medication and that substances she was taking instead hyped her up and caused her to fly off the handle. This all sounds familiar, like 2007. One of her friends told the online gossip publication TMZ, of course, I'm afraid she's going to die. The plan had been drawn up by Jody Montgomery, one of Britney's former conservators appointed by the court to replace her father in controlling her affairs. She had stayed on board at Britney's request, so they claim. She told Kevin that Samazari and Cade Hudson, her manager, were in on the operation in which Britney would receive at least 2 months of treatment. Friends and family rented a safe house for the singer in Los Angeles and hired interventionist Matt Brown, a medical professional who specializes in treating addictions. Okay. Jody had told Kevin to prepare his boys for what was about to happen. He was filming with me when this happened. Wow. Of course it did. I watched him nervously glued to his phone as he waited for a text from Jody to say the intervention was underway. But no text ever came, only a text to say that Jody had resigned. When rumors of it emerged online, Britney went on Instagram and denied the story, claiming there had been no such plan. But I was there. Yeah, you were there with Kevin Federline. Yeah, that says a lot. In reality, she had been alerted and the scheme fell apart. After that, one of Britney's family members told me this was the last chance of saving her. And of course, they put a picture of Amy Winehouse. Perhaps it is no surprise that the intervention failed because of the previous trauma Britney, a loving mother, experienced. When Britney went off the rails in 2008, which had led to the conservatorship, her babies were taken away from her and she was placed involuntarily into psychiatric care. So this goes into that whole detail there. This article is heartbreaking. It's so inappropriate to have this published. If anything of this is true, it is none of the public's business. And if you really care about her as a person and not just as a star, you would want to handle this privately. That's how I personally feel. It's just unreal. And the way they have the boys pinned against her in this is absolutely horrible. Having them make statements. And real quick, there's also here in the Irish Sun, Last Chance, same story. You guys, this is so bad. And I'm worried about her. This is going to make her hurt even more. I don't understand why they would do this. Please tell me what you guys think and how this makes you guys feel about the situation in the comments down below. Please be respectful. Please be human. Please be kind. And pray for Britney, honestly, because this poor woman has nowhere to turn. She can't trust anybody. It says it all in this article. I'm Leenda, and that's For the Record, Your Honor.